So after yesterday's video, I was messing around in Ice Golem trying to see how far we could go, tweaking the team, changing some things around. We could actually beat level 25 already, which was amazing, and I did farm Ice Golem overnight. No good gear, not a single usable piece of gear, but we did it. And that's what really matters. So we've got, let's do the super raids. Here is the team. Let's get it started. Actually, I don't want to do all of the runs. That's kind of a waste to start using those repeat battles and then wind up just canceling after one. Kind of pointless. But yeah, unfortunately, the downside to this team, so this team can do it. This is the one that was able to do it, and reliably too, very reliably. But the downside to this is the defense break situation. So ultimately, we will wind up switching some things around. I don't love that, like, Miscreated Monster is great. But just putting him in here to actually be able to continue to climb higher and have that extra sustainability, and also the CC as well, means we lose the defense breaker and the dungeon run gets short. Again, not shorter. That's the opposite one. The dungeon run gets longer, gets shorter. Why did I want to say shorter? Because that's what I want it to be. I want it to be short. It's fine, you know, for the time being. 10 minutes for a dungeon run is not great. But since we have like almost no gear, we have like 5-star piece of gear that we're using on all this stuff, and it's like not even good 5-star. It's like not really even passable 5-star piece of gear. But just the fact that we can run this dungeon means we can stock up on energy, we can start some runs, and we can do this overnight. And then every night we don't have to worry about how fast it is, right? If we're sleeping anyway, what does it matter if it takes 3 hours to do our runs and then the game just doesn't do anything after that, or it takes 45 minutes to do our runs and then the game just doesn't do anything after that? Because like for that 8 hours or whatever, I don't even sleep 8 hours, but let's pretend that I do. For that 8 hours or whatever amount of time, it's just gonna be doing nothing anyway. So basically, yeah, let's actually and get to, because it's gonna take forever. So let's get to the boss. Calling all new players, Raid wants you to join the Raid army. They want you so bad they're going to give you a free legendary champion in your inbox as soon as you start playing, and 3 more epics right in your inbox at levels 10, 20, and 30. All free for you just by scanning the QR code on the screen or the link in the description or the pinned comment. In addition to all of that, you can use one of these promo codes on the screen in the first 24 hours to get another free legendary of your choice. And some of these units are absolutely amazing. And whether you're a new player or already playing Raid Shadow Legends, you can use one of these promo codes for extra daily resources and rewards. Don't delay, download Raid Shadow Legends today. We are at the boss now. Let's see what winds up happening. We do have a defense break on the team. We just don't have an AoE defense break. Actually, let's target the boss. This way it's a little bit faster, and we actually get the defense break on the boss just in case he might want to hit something else. I think for the boss waves, for like normal, it seems like, and I'm sure someone's going to correct me in the comments, it seems like the normal attacks for these dungeons go for the minions first, but the burns prioritize the bosses first, unless there is already a burn on the boss. Then it goes for a minion. That's what it seems like from my observations. But, you know, my raid experience for, like, so we started playing Raid years and years and years ago, and then off and on throughout the years, casually, not really anything hardcore. Obviously, if I don't know that, means nothing hardcore. So that's just my observations as far as that. And I never really went for the crazy fast teams. Never had the units asterisk Never had the units for the crazy fast teams, but I do actually have a seer. I just, I think I summoned that like a year ago. Finally, took quite a while. Ooh, we took a lot of damage. We took more damage than we really needed to there. Okay. It is a reliable team. It just, that one wiped 2 units. Wow, we are taking a lot of damage. Yeah, this is an unusual amount of damage that we're taking right now. Okay. It's usually not this sketchy. Losing every single unit. This is wild. Welcome back. We got to get some more turns. We got to get that Geomancer back. I have faith we're still going to be able to clear this, but yeah, it's definitely not going to be one of the faster times, I will say that. Yep, welcome back, Geomancer. Because if he starts to kill, like, we had 2 units, so... Got a lot of revives to do for a single target reviver. It would be nice to have a little bit better version of... Rector Drath is pretty good, though. I was going to say a little bit better version of Rector Drath, but honestly, eventually that just gets swapped out for more aggressive stuff. I would say eventually all of this stuff gets swapped out for more aggressive stuff. But as long as we're able to actually clear it, baby steps, things aren't going to happen overnight. And like I said, I wasn't too worried. I saw the results after I woke up, and I was like, oh, this is actually doing really good at clearing the dungeon reliably. So, I wasn't worried that we were going to fail the run. Famous last words, instantly fails. I feel like I got to be careful when I say that, because I feel like as soon as I am confident that things are going to go smoothly, this is just a life observation. That is when everything goes wrong. So let's see. Waiting for this boss to take a turn so we can reflect some damage. There we go. And his little minions are gone. But you know, we have the CC, we have the AoE attack power break too. He's not a very fast. Actually, why are we not landing the defense break on the boss? I think that defense break skill 1 might be conditional from the miscreated monster. Might be conditional on if it's stunned. I seem to remember something like that. Let's take a quick recap. Also, if we had that, if we had the masteries upgraded on Sepulchre Sentinel, they'd be doing boss HP base damage, which would make it a little bit faster as well. Yeah, but this is just going to be things that we wind up selling anyway, so at least we get more silver. That's really the biggest thing, is we're going to have more silver, because we're going to have better gear. We're going to have more expensive gear that we're selling, instead of less expensive gear. So, yeah, let's take a quick recap of... Actually, I want to see his skill 1. Yeah, has a 50% chance of placing a defense break debuff for 1 turn if the stun debuff is placed. So he doesn't actually defense break on the boss. And it's all in my imagination. We should do this. We should try to get a blessing on here. So we should try to get the soul. Also, it would be great to get a soul for Crix. It's not going to ever happen. It's never in a million years is that going to happen. I already know. We got to finish all the rest of the stuff that we started. We're slowly, because like I said yesterday's video, we upgraded the masteries for a lot of this stuff. So we just have to finish her. She's got 2 more, but it's the most time consuming too to actually get. But we got masteries for all this stuff, right? Yeah, just her. Oh, we have no masteries for Uugo. No Uugo. So we got to do Uugo. We got to do Bellower. We got to do... Do I want to focus on Ingid Twiststaff right now? for masteries. No, I think we got other more priority things to do. We got to make another nice, fun 6-star. I'll let you guys decide. We're 2/5 of the way there, 40% of the way there to the next 5th star. To the next 6-star. I think we'll do either one of these, maybe that. Oh, Doom Priest. I forgot about Doom Priest. I want to do Alaric the Hooded, just because we have a 4-star soul for him. I don't know anyone that's using him, and I know Akemptum is actually a decent enough unit. So let's take a look at Akemptum's. I'm going to build this guy regardless anyway. He's got the poison over here. He also has the debuff spread if the target is under Hex debuff. And then we have the attacks enemy 3 times, 60% chance to increase duration of Hex debuffs. If enemies are not under Hex, has a 60% chance of placing a Hex debuff, goes up to 75%. Reusable in 3 turns after it's upgraded. And then the Hex Blood, 80% chance of inflicting damage from 1 poison debuff to all enemies under Hex debuff whenever their allies receive damage from poison debuffs. Goes up to 100%, and then we also have the blessing. I'm not sure what the best blessing, but I don't have this guy built on the other. I don't even have him on the other account, but it might be fun to actually build him on here. But I also want to just build things that we have souls for, because that seems like that's kind of something that I've noticed is like, if you have a soul for it, it's a better version than it's not a better version. I mean, it is, but if you have a soul for it, there's more of an argument to build that over something that might be a touch better usually, but if you don't have a soul, then especially like an upgraded soul, like 4, 5, or 6, like then there's a decent enough reason. If this is just a little bit lower, I'm doing a terrible job explaining. I know. Here's a good unit. Here's a less good unit. All of a sudden, if you have a 4, 5, or 6-star soul, it becomes here. So there's a better excuse to build it. I did a terrible job explaining, and I wonder why people are confused. And I'm like, guys, what do you not understand about that? Well, I did a bad job explaining it. That's why. That's why people don't understand what I'm saying. It doesn't matter if it makes sense in my head, if it's just in my head. So, let's see what we got here. Speed. Ooh, we do actually have speed, and it's not that expensive. I will pick that up, thank you. It seems weird that I would pick that up, but yeah, we probably don't need to pick up all of the 2 stars. Let's go daily login rewards. I'll take that. I'll use that. We got the void boost right now, which I don't need to buy any voids for the boost. We need to build what we have. We need to make teams from what we have. So, oh, this guy, Lamib, or whatever. This guy or whatever. Lols. Yeah, the void's going on right now. All right, guys. Anyway, that's it for this one. Fun times, man. Actually made some progress. Actually cleared 25 of one of these. Ooh, you know what? Perfect timing, because today we have the void. So, affinity bonus. Let's see how far we are to level 8. 517. We need 800. Yeah. That's gonna be the next sticking point. So, let's go do our void dungeons. I think we have stage 20. Actually, we could do faster. Where's the mechanics of this guy again? The poison. Let's do yeah, I guess we'll just do that. I've been trying to swap out things that are less effective for things that are a little bit more effective to clear some of these dungeons a little bit faster. But anyway, that's it for this one. Good luck with everyone's like, no, we already did stage 25 then. We got all the max levels of all the dungeons. But we got that one going. We're going to do dragons next. Then we're going to start doing... Well, we got to do dragons. We got to do Sand Devil. We got to do Shogun. We got to do a lot of stuff. And at least we have all of these different element ones. All of these affinity potion keeps. And then we have Minotaur all done. And I feel like if we just continue to upgrade our units, we're going to be able to do those last couple levels of the Iron Twins. So I think just having Geomancers made it ridiculously easy compared to not having Geomancer. But isn't that all of Raid Shadow Legends? I do believe it is. Anyway, that's it for this one. See you as always in the next one.